Before we start today's video, check out our new merch shop linked in the description below, featuring new updated designs from your favorite Marvel projects. Use the code TEAMCAP or code IRONMAN in all caps to get 10% off of your order. Thanks so much and enjoy today's video.
Hey everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we are finally going to be taking a look at the new Captain America Brave New World and its first reactions and its first reviews. Straight off the bat, you guys probably have heard by now that there have been some very mixed reviews shared by the critics and even by some of the fans alike, of course, about Captain America 4 Brave New World, and it's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, kind of break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overgarnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. So as I had mentioned from the get-go, that's the unfortunate truth to it, just at least for right now. And everybody's of course entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. There have been some kind of rather mixed reviews, unfortunately, about Brave New World thus far. That isn't to say that a lot of these reviews have, seen this movie to be absolutely horrible or on the status of, let's say, maybe Morbius, for example. We all know that that movie was just so bad to the point of where it was just a running gag, and at that point had really came to be just a joke, or maybe the same thing goes for Madam Web. But then again, Captain America 4 Brave New World isn't Sony, it's Marvel Studios, it's really the MCU. So when the MCU has a movie that might not, land on both feet, it usually isn't the best case scenario, of course. I think that in itself is a given. Like, it's something that they just aren't able to play off as a joke, or maybe even as a meme per se, maybe like how Morbius did. Like, it just found its success in other mediums and another fashion, really, per se. And so the critics have a range of reactions to Captain America Brave New World and some early social media reviews. I also want to put out the disclaimer of that, for one, we are not discussing any spoilers, so safe on that forefront. I should have mentioned that a bit earlier on, but also with the light kind of that, as I had mentioned, everybody's going to have their own opinion. There's a usual gag, I also feel like it comes to a certain point with many movies, that we have the critics that will say it's either really bad, and it actually turns out to be the quite opposite. Like, in comparison, you can look at the What If animated show, for example. That is a highly regarded show by the fans, but by the critics, well, they have their own standards, is essentially with what it is. Not everything is going to be catered to every other audience or demographic per se, and overall, Captain America Brave New World is seeing mixed reactions and its reviews. The performances, especially Anthony Mackie's, are being constantly praised, of course, but by which, while the script and the pacing of the actual film itself are seeing a bit of a disagreement. Many critics agree that Cap 4's entertaining action sequences are quite a highlight of the film, lifting a sometimes convoluted and disjointed script with an ultimately anticlimactic ending at the end of the day, and it's something that pays off. The Nerdists.com Rodham Rusek had called the action sharp and the mystery and tension quite simmering, praising the movie's strong characters, saying in quote, "Captain America Brave New World had brought a life to the best of the MCU. The action sequences were sharp and the mystery and tension simmering, but by far the greatest triumph of the movie was the heart it allows to and it maintains into its main characters to have, and the relationships that it's built between them." And that quote right there, and that in itself to say that maybe while the actual plot lines of this movie don't pay off on a larger scale of maybe how many fans might want to see, there is definitely a character dynamic that we're able to see pan out throughout the course of the movie, and that in itself is something I'm really looking forward to seeing with Brave New World. Writer Mike Ryan had found the plot of Captain America Brave New World cultivated and honestly dull, saying that it should have been called Captain America Loose Ends, saying in quote, "Captain America Brave New World seems to only exist to wrap up loose ends into the Incredible Hulk movie and the Internals, and in doing so, the plot is about as cultivated and dull as all that sounds. This should have been called Captain America Loose Ends." I love Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson, so this is very disappointing. And that quote right there, he says in his review, and so that is into the regards of it doesn't really maybe pave the way for a plot of its own, and it's really relying on a lot of loose ends, per se, on previous Marvel entries, such as The Incredible Hulk. The Eternals, though, however, is a whole nother one, and something that the marketing and promoting of the movie itself hasn't really actually picked up until just this week, of course, when it's actually coming out. But that is to say is that Brave New World is going to do a few things with the Eternals movie and how that movie had concluded as well, having like a giant celestial being in one of the oceans and how that kind of connects to Automanium, and then of course the X-Men then there as well. Not just that, but you also kind of have to scratch your head. Maybe is he also referencing to like some of the plot lines that are going to be set up in Brave New World maybe don't come full circle by the time that the movie has its credits rolling, is also something to be on a bit of the lookout for then there as well. Rachel Leishman of themarysue.com had more positive things to say about Brave New World, calling it a pretty solid Cap meets Hulk film, and praising Anthony Mackie and Danny Ramez's performances, saying in quote, Captain America Brave New World brings an exciting idea for the future of the MCU under Sam Wilson as a leader. A pretty solid Cap meets Hulk film, but where it shines is in Anthony Mackie and Danny's performances. Harrison Ford is having so much fun, and I have fun with it. Ending that quote right there. And that is something to always take with and into consideration when going into any given movie, inside and out of the MCU, is that it should be something of a fun experience and something that should make you feel something at the end of the day. Not every other Marvel movie is going to be the next big thing, the next Deadpool and Wolverine, the next Spider-Man No Way Home, or the next Avengers Endgame, but they're all definitely building towards a bigger picture, hence why it makes it the MCU. So go into this movie with a clean slate and an open mind is what I honestly will ask of you guys at the end of the day. I did that with Deadpool and Wolverine. It got to a point of where I just wasn't actually following anything on that movie, and kind of went into that movie kind of blindly, like a lot of our reports here on the channel really slowed down by the time that movie came around. So yeah, go into it with a clean slate and an open mind, and you won't come out disappointed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well, I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel, almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below or to the channel. Also use codes Team Iron Man or Team Cap in all caps, depending on what team you are a part of, to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace out.